And good evening, everybody. This is Michael Filigera. I am with logicalsignals.com and helpingtraders.com. And this is the Elliott wave update for the S&P 500 for Thursday, July 1st, 2021. Interesting day today. The S&P did go up within the globex and produce a new high at 4,305.75. And then in the very beginning of our session, actually overnight, still in globex, the market ran down and reached its low at 42.86. And that in and of itself went beyond wave one, okay, which was okay if we're going to consider that the finishing wave. And what it has brought about is a little bit of an interesting situation, because the market then turned on its heels and just found the strength and ran to the next zone of resistance at 43.1150. And that it held, with the high so far being, I think, 12. And then the market came back a little bit. But now, as we start our new globex session, it's sitting right below it. So if I have to now read what we're doing, I'm going to leave this 3 and the 4 there. I think I may have discussed where I might have to put the 3 up here, and that still could be the case. But then it would be 1, 2, yeah, it would really kind of be really stretching this third wave, which could happen. But I'm going to do it the following way. I'm going to leave the 3 there, the 4 there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave sub wave 1 of subminute wave 5. Sub minute wave 2 of subminute 5. And this is likely 3. We get another little pullback, and we're going to run up into that zone, which we have always held out for. But now it looks like it definitely is going to come in. So here's where I'm going to leave it. And this is what I believe could be happening. We're going to continue to trade with our moving averages. This is the hourly. And you can see everything remains in alignment to go up. In fact, that's the way it kind of was all day. Even after this low came down, touched that 50, the 50 moving average. That's what it did in globex. That held and produced a very strong rally. And if they get a little wave 4, and I'm going to count this as wave 3, pullback should not be deep. We're basically looking that a pullback should not be more than $5, 5 S&P dollars. So we're really on the edge here. We're really in the finishing stages. Anything can happen. We may have to really pull a hat trick here in terms of the market getting above there without breaking that. I think I'm going to trust that that's what can be done. If not, then I will likely look back and have to force either the 3 up to here, and this is the wave 1, and we're getting wave 2. So that would then take care of if this is broken, which would then put the 5th wave just getting started, but completing at a much higher level, because then I would have to pull these up higher. Excuse me. So right now, 43.929 is the area where minute wave 5 would be equal in length to minute wave 3. That I don't necessarily want to see, because then I'm going to, that puts this previous count into jeopardy. So I'm thinking that the market is going to work this all out, obviously, but I'm looking for right there. We might get a little bit of overflow, and that could take us a little bit higher. But I know that wave 3 is usually the longest and the strongest. And let me go out and just look. I think that that still would be the case here because wave 1 would be the shortest. But I don't really want to see wave 5 extending. It could, and it just might be the super extended wave because this one is starting to look pretty good, and that would produce a 3 that should definitively get us up into here, then a pullback, and then another. And if that's the case, then we're looking for this up here. 43, 53, 75. That's where then the entire wave 5 would be equal in length to the entire wave 3. This we can break. This shouldn't. Because I think it would tend to really put some pressure on wave 3 not being the longest. Because right now I think wave 1 it's 100 and something, and wave 3 is in the clear. No, it's not. So yeah, we really should not go beyond this level. We can equal it. We should not go beyond it. So for tomorrow, continue to trade using the moving averages. They really did guide this all the way up. I'll take this all the way down. Let's go look at a 15-minute chart. You're going to see when it broke, it went down to the additional moving averages below it. That was early. And then it just rallied strongly back above it. And then the 4 and the 8 guided this pretty much all the way up. Small breaks, not enough to get worried about. And then just continue to guide it up. I take it up and look at the 30-minute chart, you'll likely see the same thing. Guided all the way up. And we continue to be in alignment. You just look at the 15, that's the 30, the hourly is in alignment. I'm going to go out to the daily. Daily tells us a lot. It's still basically in alignment. Here's your 200, here's the 50, here's the 20, the 8, and the 4, all in alignment. As long as that remains the case, the trend is up. So again, remember what I'm looking for when we do finally hit that bell ringer of this is the top, I'm looking for the market to turn and to start to drop fairly sharply as that level is rejected. And all the sellers are now looking around going like, okay, buyers are done, boom, and they move in. I do believe that that is how this will end. It may end on something in the news. Don't forget tomorrow, we have the employment situation being reported. Tomorrow's also pre-holiday, because it's Friday before the long weekend, and it's also an options expiration. It's a weekly expiration. That all can put pressure on prices or just hold them absolutely dead still. So I'm thinking we did this pretty strong rally on light volume. Again, light volume all the way up here. We've not seen even normal volume that we normally get. We're not seeing that as these buyers move in and push this market higher. That tells me that there's a lot of people who are not buying and likely already long, and they're just waiting for that top tick so they can start getting out. That would be my interpretation, but who knows? We're going to let the market tell us. So again, tomorrow, continued upside, limited downside. In other words, they should be shallow. I'm not looking for these bigger moves. This was a wave 2, so that fit a little bit better. Next one would likely be a 4. 4 should not be deep. Should not be deep at all. So I'm looking for wave 5 to continue higher because here we are sitting right at the highs. In fact, the S&P is offered right now at that high, that resistance. And if it sits here and the Asian markets open in about an hour, they're going to push. I think they'll push it more. Then we get a little wave 4, and then we get another move up to complete the sequence, the sequence, the sequence, and the sequence. So that's where I'm going to leave it. Monday is a holiday. So the next update that I will make will be on Monday, July 5th. And so I want to wish everybody a very safe and happy 4th of July weekend. Have a good trading day tomorrow. And again, next update, Monday, July 5th.